Okay, so now we're going to be working on our Milo cake. So we're going to be doing our Milo cake. Okay, now this is our cake. Remember, I sent you a video on how it was trimmed. Okay, now I also showed you a video when I was doing introduction on the stuffs I printed. You see, I've trimmed them out. Now this is going to be the front, this is going to be the back. Okay, these are going to be the sides with this. This you just trim out with scissors. Okay, now this is the fondant I'm going to be making use of. See our green fondant. Now see, try and make sure you always achieve the color. Now if you take note, you see this green is lighter than this. So what we have done, I'm going to be painting any part of this fondant that will be showing on the cake so that it looks exactly the same. Don't just do it and leave it like this. No, it won't look so real. Okay. All right. So first of all, I'm going to be starting with like we're kneading our fondant. I'm going to put the corn flour. Okay, now I'm going to roll. When I'm done, I'll come back. Okay, now you see, we're going to be covering the two sides first. Okay, we're going to be covering both sides. Okay, so now you see I rolled my fondant. Now when you want to cover, you don't just roll and cut and cover, you must measure. Now I measured, the height is 9, the width is 4, let's say almost 4. Okay. All right, so now look at the height. I have 10. It's better you have SS. Okay, now not being enough. I have 10. Okay, now you see the width I have. Okay, let's say 5. Let me cut in the middle. Say 5. So this for one part. This for one part. Okay, you see I have 10 by 5. So you see I have SS 10 by 5. Okay, so now this is what I'm going to do. Just come to the little. You see, you pick. Remember, I normally flip over when I'm covering. I'm doing my cake. I already concocted, so when I put, it will stick. See it? Now remember to use your hand and push this one inside. Remember there was one hole. We created hole here. Okay, so try and push it. Then use your hand. See, just using my hand. See it? To make sure you're still seeing it even after covering. Okay, so I'm going to do same for this. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is take my blade. You can use your smoother, okay, just to make sure it's sticking very well, or it sticks before cutting. Okay, now just take my blade. Remember, this blade is for the purpose of baking. It's not the one used in shaving your back. After shaving, you will not use it to bake a customer's cake. No. Trying to use your cake as your guide when trimming so you don't exceed. Good. So you see, I'm going to do the same thing for this. So now you see, we're done with both sides, here and here. So we've rolled out our fondant again. Remember, it should be thick. Okay, we want to cover these two parts. So this is what you do. Remember, we trimmed the blade. So before putting the chair, you take water. This is just normal water. Brush. Touch the edge of your fondant, your trim fondant. The reason we are doing this is for this other one to stick when you put it. Not so much, but make sure there's what enough to stick your fondant. Okay, so this is what you do. Pick. Make sure there is excess. The same for the back. Use your smoothness. Okay, so this is what you do. You take water, please come close. Just put little in between to stick these two together. So this is going to give us the top of our Milo pack. Okay, so you see, stick them together. And use your smoother. Sit. So now you get your blade. Make sure you smooth very well, mostly the edges, okay? So that it sticks. You see it's standing, and that's why your fondant has to be thick. Just press it with my smoother gently. Okay. Alright. Okay, so now we're going to be trimming with our blade. You use your hand as a guide carefully. Like most you should cut your hand, but just cut gently. Okay. So you see, you do same. Okay. I'm still going to make it a little smoother. Okay, let me just finish one edge very well so that you see it before. Okay, so you see, this is what we have before using our smoother. So you just use your smoother. Okay, so by the time you paint, you discover that the lines might even totally cover. Okay, so I'm going to do the other side, then we'll come back. So we're done with both sides. So now we want to create those dents that we have. First of all, use your two smoother, press the under, see, under together, see. Okay, so now I'll make use of these two. Normally get them in your molding from your molding tools. If you don't have it, you can as well use your skiwer. You know, just look for something. Okay, I'm going to be doing same for the other side. Okay, so you get your smoothness. Use your smoothness to press the tip. So you have that tiny tip, see? See? Put comfort so it doesn't stick. So you can still use this. And you get your blade. And use your smoother. You can leave it to firm up a little before you start trimming. The fondant is not that soft. Okay. So you can just use your hand to smoothen it when you've gotten the exact length that you want. So just use your hand to smooth it. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so next we're going to be putting the stickers. Okay, now you see we're done with our fondant. Okay, now it's not looking so smooth yet because we're not done with our finish. We're still going to paint. So now the next thing to do is to stick your printer to it. Now remember I told you always measure. Now you see I have to measure. Show you see it's actually blending. You see it? Because I have to measure what I wanted. Like, okay, this is like 8-inch high, you understand, by 5.5 wide. So when you are doing like 10-inch high and maybe like 8 wide or 7 wide, you can't use the same measurements. You have to tell the person in the printing shop that you want it 8 or 10 high, 6 or 7 inch wide. Exactly what you want, okay? So you can do any size. Don't just say because I'm doing this one. No, you can do any size, smaller or bigger. The choice is yours, okay? So we want to stick this to it. Now this is what you do. Just water directly, gently, not so much. Make sure you're starting from where the sticker will start, or where your printer will start. Most especially, start with the edges. Remember, I'm using just water and your brush. See, it shouldn't be too much. Just make sure it's sticky already. You see? If I put my hand, you see that it's sticky. So you see, it's sticky already. Now, you gently pick. Start from the top. Or from the under, wherever you want to start from. Okay, so let me start from the top. Okay. You see, gently down. down, you're pressing bit by bit down. Sorry, be very sure it's straight. Okay. So I want to push it up a little. Okay. Okay, just try and make sure you use your hand to smoothen it. Wherever you feel you have a pocket or space, you just push it down with your hand. So it looks so real, because that's the plan, to make it look so real. Okay, so this is this for the front. Okay, now I'm going to be doing the back, likewise the sides. Okay, so when I'm done with those, I'll get back. Okay, so now you see, this is what we have. It's already looking like Milo, but not exactly like Milo, because the shade of our printout is different from the shade of our fondant. So what we're going to do now, we're going to be painting. This is leaf green. Okay, this is empty plate, your brush. Like I said, this is your vodka. Okay, so I'm going to be putting this and adding vodka to it and mix. Okay, then when it's time to paint, I'll let you know. Okay, so you see, I've used this to collect green. I'm going to put vodka. We might not have exactly the shade we may also have, but let's see what we're going to get. Now, you don't just mix your color and start painting on your cake. No, you take any of your leftover fondants. Okay, you want to check to be very sure. Okay, this shade is exactly what you're looking for. Or if it's too dark, or if it's too light. So this is what we're going to do. Now let me see what it will give us. Okay, so is it close to what we're looking for? I think it's okay, but we can just make it lighter, lighter. So we mix and you try again. So I think this one is better, at least it's close to what we're looking for. Okay, so now you can start to paint. So you see, so have it good. So these are you carefully and gently paint. Make sure you're okay. Now see, sorry. When you shake it out, okay, so it doesn't drip on the paper, even if it's going to drip just little, not something that will be visible. So you see, these are you paint every part that you have your green fondant showing. Okay, so when we are done with the painting, I'll come back. Okay, now this is what we have after painting. Now if you notice, this place is not dry, yes, but even when it's dry, it will still be glossy and to have this shade. Now if you notice, you have little difference from between this and this, and also little difference between this and this particular area. That is because I've applied vegetable oil. You know we normally dust with our vegetable oil, okay? So I'm going to dust the whole part with vegetable oil now. Now the main difference is because this place is glossy. This paper is not glossy, it's not shiny, you understand? So by the time I apply my vegetable oil, the whole part of the cake, both the prints have to be glossy that you can hardly differentiate if it's actually printed or the printed part from the fondant, okay? So I'm going to shine the whole board, like, dust everywhere with my vegetable oil, and then I'll now snap the finished results. Okay, so you see our Milo is ready. So when I'm done, I'm going to take a picture. Okay, like I said, I'll be sending pictures of all the cakes we'll be covering during the course of this class. Okay, all right. So once again, thank you for signing in to our online class.